Hey y'all, I'm back and I apologize. I kind of clicked out of that last demo a little bit too quickly. Um, what we were just doing is I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, ugh, I knew it was going to do that. Um, what we were doing was copying and pasting, or copying the text box, the diamond text box with the text in it. We're on number 6, copy the text object. Then we're going to go to the window on the menu bar, click Berry Symposium AI option at the bottom of the menu. So you're going to go to the window on the menu bar, and if you scroll all the way down here, you'll see that Berry Symposium that we saved earlier. And we're going to open it up. All open Illustrator documents are listed at the bottom of the window menu. And then we're going to paste the text object onto the Berry Symposium document. So we're going to click here and do Command V to paste that on the document. We're going to show the guides, and then we're going to align the center point of the text object with the intersection of the guides. So we want to go up here and we're going to show guides as soon as I can find them. And then we're going to click and drag this to this little intersection here so the center meets that intersection. You can also, if you need to just nudge it a bit, you can also nudge it to the left or to the right or up and down with your arrow keys. Now we're going to go to Object on the menu bar, point to lock, and then we're going to lock that selection. Now we're going to close the diamond text document without saving changes. So we want to go over here and we're going to close this out. We don't necessarily need to save those changes. And then we're going to go back to this Berry Symposium and we're going to do a Command or Control S to save the changes that we've made on that document. All right, in the text it talks about using character and paragraph styles. A style, in speaking in this manner, is a group of formatting attributes. Could be the font size, the font itself, the color, tracking, anything that you might apply to the text. And then you can use the character styles panel to create a style like that. You can also do the same thing with the paragraph panel to apply a style to a paragraph. So what that does is it allows you, for example, if you have a number of different headings that you're going to use within one article, you can save the heading as a paragraph or character style, and then every time you add another heading in that series of documents or in that series of paragraphs, you just click on the style rather than having to redesign it or reapply the font and the size and the style and the leading and the kerning and so on and so forth. So it does save a lot of time, or has the potential to save a lot of time. All right, now we're going to position text on a path. And we're going to, using the Type on a Path tool or the vertical Type on a Path tool, we can type along a straight or curved path. This is the most compelling of Illustrator's text effects, and it opens up a world of possibilities for both you as a designer and a typographer. You can move that text along a path to position it where you want. You can flip it. You can change the baseline to modify the distance between the text baseline in relation to the path. You can modify it so that it aligns by the ascender or the descender or the middle of the path. Just a number of different things that allow you to work with this. And this in the textbook shows you some of the different options available. All right, so we are going to flow text on a path, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to get the ellipse tool. It's underneath the rectangle tool. And we're going to press Alt if you're on a Windows, or Option if you're on a Mac, and then we're going to click the center of the artboard, and then click OK. Whoops. Yeah, I skipped a little bit there. You want to enter 2.9 in the width and the height box. and then click OK. I think should have actually positioned itself here. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Maybe I let up one or the other too quickly, but I'm going to position it over here just in case. All right, there you go. All right, then we are going to get the Type on a Path tool. And we're going to click the Align Left button on the control panel. That is, we're going to select it if I can figure out where it is, right? All right, I'm back. I was just taking some time finding, here it indicates the Align Left button on the control panel. And I'm assuming that it's here someplace, but boy, if it is, I don't see it. I know here's the alignment, and if I bring that up, it doesn't really give me the Align Left option. So I am going to bring up the Type on a Path options and see if that has that. Really doesn't. It's ascender, descender, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to ignore that and see what happens. And you were supposed to click the circle at approximately 10 o'clock, which, believe it or not, I did. And this is what happens. So we're going to work with this. I'm going to type Three Rivers in lowercase. Holy moly, look at that. And we are going to get the selection tool, and we are going to select the text by its baseline, verify the font is Times New Roman, change the font size to 47 points. We're going to see what that does to the tracking too. The tracking says figure 47. See, that's not anything the way that mine looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to bring up the character panel, and you'll see that my type is 47 points, and my tracking has defaulted back to what we remember when we were using that before. So I am just going to change the tracking back to 0. That looks a little bit better. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get the selection tool again. And this allows me to hopefully pull this around to just about where we want it. Oh, not that far. Come on, come on, come on. Right about there. And it says the center bracket, dragging the center bracket is the easiest way to move the text along a path. Text float on a circle will often require kerning, especially when it's set at a large point size, and that is true. Again, particularly when it's a larger type. All right, now we're going to go to View on the menu bar, and we are going to again hide the guides. We're going to use the selection tool and then drag that center bracket until the text is centered at the top of the circle, which I think I already did, but kind of looking at it at an angle here. Let me move over here so I can actually see it. Okay. All right. With a little experience, you'll find that you're able to position the text on the line as you desire. And it does take, because there's 2 or 3 different brackets, and sometimes if you move it too far in one direction, it will flip. And but it just takes an easy touch, a very easy touch as you move it along that path. All right, so now we're going to go to the Edit on the menu bar, and we're going to click Copy, and then we're going to click Paste in Front. We're going to drag that center bracket of the copied text clockwise to move the copied text to the position shown in figure 18. So hopefully we've got that. We can move it down like this. Again, remember I said it takes just a gentle hand. Oh, gee, I did it again. All right, now just as we get, oh, it's like a dance that you do. Since I love to dance, it's okay. All right, there we go. So we have a copy on the top and the bottom. Then it says to drag the center bracket of the copied text toward the center of the circle to flip the text across the path as shown in figure 19. So if we, I do this a little bit different way, but I'll make sure that I have the right one. All right, now we've got it inside the circle. Oh, geez Louise. Again, just gentle touch. And then we're going to click the baseline shift text box on the character panel. So we're going to go up to the character panel and we're going to click the baseline shift, which is right here. And we are going to change it to -21. This is not the way I would do this, by the way, but we'll do what the textbook tells us to do. And then press enter or return. We're going to click the type tool. Again, type, wonder why the type tool rather than the type on a path tool. And we are going to click type symposium. And then we're going to kern this as we see fit, or track it. So I'm going to go up to the character panel, character panel, and we're going to get the tracking, and I'm going to reduce the tracking here a ways. Whoops, that's the vertical here. That's close, not perfect. Oh, no, it's not. You see how wide these letter forms are as compared to these here. I'm going to go ahead and select it again. And I'm going to go up to character, and I'm going to again go to tracking, and I'm going to try the -100. A little bit better. All right, we're going to get the selection tool and drag the center bracket to center the text at the bottom of the circle if it's not already centered. And mine is pretty much centered, but this is how I would move that. Lock the two objects and save your work. So we are going to select this one and select this one and do object lock. Did I actually lock that? Selection. And then we're going to do a Command and Control S to save the work. And I'll be back in a few minutes to do another demo with you.